You know, be your own kind of beautiful. That's our theme today.
That's right. And here to help you get that perfect body is board-certified plastic surgeon Dr. Carlos Mata of Natural Results. He specializes in surgical and non-surgical treatments so that you can achieve your dream body. I don't know about you, but I do have a few areas on my body that I would like to improve, and I don't want a big surgery, but I do want results. This is Dr. Carlos Mata of Natural Results, and here at your practice, you really specialize in giving a man or woman the full experience with natural results. Tell us about your practice.
I've been in practice for over 7 years, from military time to cosmetic fellowship to basically starting this office, trying to give people the latest and greatest in technology and giving results that people will be proud of, that people will say, wow, you look great, not like, wow, you look overdone.
That we don't want the overdone. And I know for you, it's all about the inner beauty. You want people to just look better.
Correct. I want them to feel like they did maybe 5, 10, 15 years ago, where they look in the mirror and they're like, that's who I'm used to seeing. Right.
Let's talk about your cutting edge technology here, because you're constantly changing the game when it comes to everything from mommy makeovers to 15-minute body contouring treatments. What services do you offer?
Well, we offer an entire spectrum from the non-surgical to the surgical. Non-surgical meaning TrueSculpt 3D, which is the latest in body contouring, to basically minimally or micro-invasive procedures like J-plasma, which helps to tighten the skin without actual cutting, to full mommy makeovers in terms of doing breast and body or doing a full facelift or things like that. We offer the entire spectrum from pretty much head to toe, men and women.
And I know for you, this is a passion for you. This is not a job. I mean, this is your career, but you're so passionate. All the way when you were active duty in the military, talk about the types of patients that you treated there.
Well, I think the military gave me an opportunity to see the other aspect of plastic surgery that people kind of take for granted. There's a lot of cosmetic surgeons that say they're the specialists, but the reality is when you can create something from nothing, when you have something to work with, it makes it that much easier to being able to fix a problem or whatnot. Like in military members, especially because it's predominantly male, that sometimes they would lose certain body parts, whether it was an arm, a leg, or the area down there, that we would have to reconstruct that to make them feel whole again. And sometimes anything from just being able to put their clothes on to being able to go to the bathroom better. Those are the things that we could change with a procedure that took 30 minutes to a 12-hour long procedure to make them whole again.
It's such an emotional journey that you go on with these patients, all the way down to your Doctors Without Borders. Why do you do this every day?
I think it's because you like to help people. I think part of the Doctors Without Borders aspect is doing the cleft lip and cleft palate surgeries, basically changing this child's life forever in terms of them being able to eat and to actually being normal when people look at them and going, wow, why do you have that hole in your mouth or in your lip? Now you look like everyone else.
And now back to the body contouring. When women come in who maybe have had a child and they just want to feel good in their skin again, you do that too.
Absolutely. That's one of the things that 70% of the practice is female, 30% is male, and the majority of our women want to feel and look whole again. They want to have that shape to their body that they used to have. They want to look like a Coca-Cola bottle, not like a Coca-Cola can.
I love that, or a case. And you have a saying that you love to say. What is that?
Well, be your own beautiful. I think that's the goal for every person, whether it's a man or a woman, to just be their own beautiful, whatever that is.
And we are so happy to have Dr. Carlos Mata with us throughout the show today. He will be talking about several procedures that he offers at Natural Results. And trust me, those results, they are so stunning. They are so dramatic. Thank you for being here. I want to talk, in addition to what you just described, a lot has changed at your practice recently. In addition to what we saw, you are now having a surgical center right there in clinic. What is the benefit of that to patients?
Well, I think the best part about it is that they don't have to go anywhere else. I think as long as you can provide a safe working environment, I think they'll be super happy that they don't have to go anywhere else.
Right, and it's because right now we're looking at the surgical center now, which has been added. You would have to go off-site, right?
Correct.
To a hospital or And that adds expense in some cases, right, to treatments?
Absolutely, yes. Hospitals typically cost more, and when you're able to do a procedure in your office, that helps to save the cost, but without compromising on the safety.
Right, so when a patient comes to see you, will you tell them whether they will be a good candidate for the in-surgical treatment, or will you recommend, no, this isn't going to be right for here, we'll take you someplace else?
I think every patient is different, and I think based on their medical history and their health questionnaire will determine whether they're a good candidate for doing something safely in the office or going to a hospital where there's more resources in case something were to happen or change.
Right, and your title says it all, natural results. When people come to see you, oftentimes they have a picture from a magazine or a celebrity they want to look like. What do you tell them when they start this journey about the end result?
I think at the end of the day, they need to be their own kind of beautiful. I understand that there's a lot on social media, on TV, in terms of certain body types or certain features that people want to have, and I think everyone's kind of different. I can't take something from this and make it this, and I can't take this and make it this. So sometimes we do something in the middle while still looking amazing.
Yeah, and that's probably a tough pill sometimes for people to swallow. What do you mean you're not going to do what I want you to do? That's a tough conversation, right? That you have with these patients, to be realistic.
It is, and again, the expectation is the most important thing, because I don't want to promise them something that they're not going to be able to get and end up being unhappy.
Yeah.
The truth is they need to be their own kind of beautiful.
You have every toy imaginable inside of your practice, including the Vectra 3D. That's really changing the game because you're allowing people to see the results before it even happens. Describe that machine.
Well, it's a 3D camera where I'm actually able to take a picture of you, your face, your body, your breast, and actually show you what you will look like beforehand. Not after, not showing you other patients' results. I will actually show you you, so that you truly get a true idea of who you are.
And it really kind of is great for you because you can kind of map out how this surgery is going to go ahead of time.
Correct. It absolutely gives me an idea of, hey, this is a realistic expectation. And usually I tell people 9.5 out of 10 times, you'll get better than what the computer shows.
Ooh, that's even better. So you have a price estimator because you do want to keep everything open. You're very transparent, not only in the results, but what we're going to pay for a surgery like this, because there's all sorts of surgeries that you do and non-surgical treatments. What is that price estimator?
Well, basically it's a tab on our website that allows a patient to go in. If they put their name, their phone number, and their email, they'll actually get a quote explaining the cost of the procedure. It's an estimate, but it's pretty accurate most of the time to get an idea of what things will cost so that there are no surprises when you show up to the office.
Right, and coming up we have some great special offers for you. We have 2 more procedures we're going to show you, and we have a woman here who had a mommy makeover, and she had already had this treatment done, and you fixed it. That's crazy to me because you take a risk here, right?
Absolutely. Anytime you're doing a revision case, whether it's a redo mommy makeover, redo breast surgery, you're taking all the liability and the problems that the patient had before and you're making them your own. So you've got to be confident in what you're doing to be able to fix that person.
Why should someone come to a board-certified plastic surgeon like you for these kinds of treatments?
I think the important part is understanding that not everything always goes perfect. And when it doesn't, you need to have someone who's able to fix those problems, not someone who just does the pretty part, but then when there's a problem, they say, hey, you need to go find someone else. We are that someone else as a board-certified plastic surgeon.
Well, you certainly are going to show us some dramatic results. We have 2 more treatments. We're excited to show them to you throughout the show. Dr. Mata is with us throughout the hour. Thank you for being here. Natural Results Plastic Surgery. They are located at 11,000 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 100. It's right there in Scottsdale. To book an appointment, call 480-418-5300, or you can visit naturalresultsaz.com. And coming up a little later in the show, we are going to take you inside Dr. Mata's practice again to show you an incredible treatment that tightens loose skin right before your eyes. This is one of your favorite treatments, and a mommy makeover. You will not believe the results. We have 2 great special offers for you coming up. Terry.